Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jean-Philippe Incas. I've been fortunate to be a part of the dynamic and innovative team at Nagaro, and I also hold the title of Microsoft MVP in AI. For over 2 decades now, I've been passionately working on pioneering projects at the intersection of the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and alternate realities. A pretty fascinating mix. Today, I'm thrilled to dive into a discussion about Metaverse, a pet project of mine involving text to 3D interactions that has been keeping me intrigued and engaged for the better part of the last 2 years. At its core, Metaverse aims to delve into the world of 3D, exploring how we can integrate photogrammetry, avatars, and Microsoft custom neural voices. So, buckle up as we embark on this exciting journey to understand path to a pragmatic low-code metaverse in 2023. Oh, by the way, the voice you're hearing right now isn't my natural voice. It's actually my custom-designed neuro voice, which, I have to admit, boasts a much smoother accent than my own. Let's begin our journey with a short demo of the full experience.
Bienvenue dans notre laboratoire d'innovation au sein de Nagaro France. Nous allons vous présenter cette année différents use cases et vous faire partager un petit peu toutes les innovations qu'on peut travailler au sein de notre labo, qui a pour objectif d'accélérer le travail dans les entrepôts au travers d'une application qui va, elle, avec du machine learning, identifier l'ensemble des articles qui vont se retrouver sur ce rack. Donc je vais capturer le rack et là on peut effectivement identifier donc la reconnaissance qui est faite automatiquement. On va avoir un document d'inventaire qui va s'opérer
sur l'ensemble des articles qui ont été repérés par le modèle. You can find our projects from the Metaverse. Click on the green tag to open the description and watch the explaining video. Some projects have their digital twin, like this engine. We can also identify its bill of material within SAP and display its live data into the metaverse. In fact, the overall building has been digitalized. Let's walk to the open space. In the kitchen, we have connected a coffee machine to SAP. You can chat with me to order more coffee for the machine. Do you confirm the order of 1 Origin Sumatra Dark Roast for €34.99? Order 4500001424 has been created. Bye-bye.
Let's get real about the metaverse. You've heard the term, right? It's been thrown around a lot recently, often alongside some pretty lofty buzzwords and vague definitions. It's important to cut through the noise and get to the heart of what it really means, especially if we want to leverage its potential effectively. Take the movie Ready Player One, for instance. It's a prime example of a metaverse in action, but it's all about virtual reality. The protagonist enters a fully immersive world with its own rules, conventions, and behaviors. In this context, the metaverse is essentially a nexus, a connection between all these distinct virtual worlds. But to make this connection work, we need some common grounds, some shared rules of the game. Understanding these underlying principles is key to running pragmatic projects in the metaverse. It's not just about the tech, it's about creating a space that's as functional as it is fantastic. So, let's explore this further. Let's shift our lens to another movie, Valerian. Here, the emphasis is on augmented reality. Unlike virtual reality, which immerses you in a completely different world, augmented reality adds a layer of virtual elements onto your existing reality. It's like putting on a pair of special glasses that allow you to see extra information or imagery overlaid on the world around you. However, with augmented reality, you're still very much grounded in the physical world. You have to move around and interact with your surroundings, complete with all its limitations and constraints. So, while augmented reality enhances your perception of the world, it doesn't transport you to a different one. It's a crucial distinction to understand as we delve deeper into the concept of the metaverse. In essence, the metaverse is a blend of software and hardware technologies crafting an additional layer of reality. This could either be in a dedicated virtual space or superimposed on our existing reality. Fast forward to 2023, we're looking at a rare alignment of different elements propelling the metaverse into mainstream reality. First up, gaming technologies. They've been at the forefront of creating immersive experiences, and they're a vital piece of the metaverse puzzle. Next, we have AI enablers like speech and vision recognition. These technologies are critical in making the metaverse interactive and user-friendly. Then there's the social aspect. The COVID-19 pandemic has accelerated the shift towards remote and virtual interactions, making the metaverse an attractive proposition. And lastly, let's not forget the crucial role of legal, financial, and economic frameworks. They'll help to structure and sustain the metaverse, making it a viable part of our daily lives. Together, these elements are paving the way for the metaverse to become a reality in 2023. Let's face it, folks. The hype surrounding the metaverse has set some pretty high expectations. Users are dreaming of mind-blowing 3D experiences, think dazzling visuals, captivating sounds, even simulated smells. And let's be honest, marketing hasn't exactly discouraged these lofty dreams. But here's the reality check. We're still in a world where voice assistants mostly tell us about the weather. Granted, innovations like ChatGPT are shaking things up, but there's a long way to go. I mean, I was testing force feedback gloves way back in 1998, and here we are in 2023, still waiting for some of those basic features to be rolled out. So, while the future of the metaverse is exciting, it's crucial to keep our expectations grounded in reality. The journey is just as important as the destination, and we're in for quite a ride. The metaverse concept has been around for 25 years. But it wasn't until Facebook's rebrand to Meta in 2022 that it really caught the public's attention. So, the question on everyone's mind is, how do we get started? Well, it's not all about spinning marketing fantasies. Instead, brands should focus on constructing reusable core assets. Let's break it down. Firstly, you'll need a home base, a dedicated place in the metaverse that represents your brand. Secondly, an avatar. Think of this as your brand's identity in the metaverse, a persona that interacts with users. And thirdly, voice and other interactive elements. These add a soul to your avatar, making the interaction feel more genuine and engaging. Once you've got these basics down, it's time to get creative and mix these elements to craft unique experiences. Imagine social interactions like virtual HR meetups, or live shopping experiences with a renowned avatar serving as your personal shopper. How about a guided tour of a new place, with a friendly avatar leading the way? Or even a digital twin that connects real-world sensors to a virtual simulation for real-time tracking and analysis. The possibilities are endless, and the metaverse is your playground. It's time to roll up those sleeves and start building. Matterport is a decade-old company that's been doing some pretty exciting stuff. They've built a network of experts who capture real-world places into a SaaS platform using Photogrametry. This technology allows you to capture large objects or spaces that would otherwise be difficult to move. The result? A low-cost, online 3D space where you can navigate freely and interact with various points of interest. One of the key advantages of this approach is the photorealistic rendering. It doesn't look like a video game, it looks like the real deal. And for users, this level of realism makes all the difference. Imagine buying expensive assets in the virtual world, like jewelry. You'd want it to look as close to reality as possible, right? That's where photorealistic rendering comes in. It brings a touch of reality to the virtual, enhancing the user experience in the metaverse. Now, if you're thinking about capturing a real place using traditional methods, working with a 3D modeler or using architectural building data, you're looking at a price tag that's akin to a small video game project or a short film. Not exactly pocket change. This is where Matterport truly shines. It's a quick win. The cost is about 1 to 2 euros per square meter, and it takes roughly 2 hours with an Insta360 action camera. So, if you're a brand looking to establish a virtual presence, Matterport offers a cost-effective way to create your place as a brand asset. Sure, it has its limitations. You won't get an ultra-accurate 3D model or every object rendered to perfection. But for the price point, it's a very appealing option. It's all about striking the right balance between cost, quality, and speed, and Matterport hits the sweet spot. So, you've got your place in the metaverse. Next up, you'll need your avatar. Even though the metaverse has been around for over 20 years, there's still no standard. Every time, it feels like reinventing the wheel. You might think about hiring a 3D artist to create your avatar, but that can be costly and time-consuming. Enter Ready Player Me, a new platform that makes avatar creation a breeze. They offer customizable avatars that can be tailored to your liking, complete with a wide range of outfits. They've even partnered with brands like L'Oreal. The really cool part? These avatars come pre-rigged, they have a skeletal structure, and they're ready for lip syncing. They're also compatible with Adobe Mixamos animation library. And the best part? It's free! Sure, they might not be as stunning or realistic as characters created with Unreal Engine. But let's be pragmatic, these avatars are lightweight enough to run on a web browser or a low-power computer. They strike a good balance between aesthetics and functionality, making them a solid choice for your metaverse presence. Ceci est un enregistrement vocal permettant de tester les voix neurales personnalisées de Microsoft. Je suis l'enregistrement humain. Ceci est un enregistrement vocal permettant de tester les voix neurales personnalisées de Microsoft. Je suis l'enregistrement synthétique. Next in line is the voice of your avatar. Generative AI is all the rage these days, and Microsoft's custom Neuro voice is a serious game changer for many reasons. Firstly, in my opinion, it offers the best voice quality compared to its competitors. It's pretty close to human. Secondly, it consistently delivers coherent results with each text-to-speech conversion. Thirdly, Microsoft provides a concept called ViSeam, a standard of sorts for performing lip sync, which is a big plus. Then there are specific SSML tags like bookmarks. These allow you to trigger an action at a specific moment during the speech. Imagine being able to display a product at just the right moment during a sales pitch, and in any language, no less. Yes, you heard that right. With Microsoft's custom Neuro voice, you can convert your voice to speak any language. Bonjour à tous! Vous entendez actuellement ma voix neurale en français avec le dernier moteur de synthèse vocale Microsoft. For this occasion, I have also digitized my voice in English. You'll notice that my digital twin has a significantly better accent than the real Jean-Philippe. 最后，我还会说中文。Microsoft 提供了许多中文功能，包括选择说话者的年龄、语气和情感。Now, let's talk about Metaverse, a side project that brings all these elements together. The concept is simple yet powerful. Use text to drive the speech of the avatar within the Matterport place. Embed emojis within the speech to trigger SSML bookmarks, which in turn launch avatar animations, control the camera, and initiate movement within the space. Essentially, it's a user-friendly interface for text-to-media conversions. The output can either be a video like other generative AI services if the browser is recorded, or it can be a live interaction online. Now, comparing this with GenAI video, there are some pros and cons. On the upside, you're in a 3D space. You can place the camera at any angle and move the avatar freely. On the downside, while the place is photorealistic, it's static, and the avatar isn't photorealistic. But all in all, it's a powerful tool that combines text, speech, and visual elements to create an engaging experience in the metaverse. Matterport provides an SDK that allows you to embed a capture into a web browser using the Three.js 3D engine. This makes it easy to place a 3D object inside the place. As you can see on the left side of the screen, we've placed on top of a digital paperboard a YouTube component. On the right, we've displayed a 3D machine with its live data. This is how we control the avatar, but it's also how we add and display relevant content while the avatar is speaking. The ability to embed dynamic, relevant content within the 3D space adds an extra layer of engagement. This is something that can be quite challenging when working with typical Gen AI services. In the final part of the demo, we integrate the experience with SAP. As mentioned earlier, Metaverse can produce a video or facilitate live interaction. In this particular instance, we've integrated the web chat feature. This allows you to chat with the avatar, which can move around and also trigger API calls to SAP's replenishment system. This integration can be a game changer for brands looking to level up their e-commerce game. Picture this, e-commerce 3.0, where interactions are not only seamless but also immersive and engaging. Imagine chatting with a virtual brand ambassador who can guide you through a virtual store, answer your queries, and even place orders on your behalf. Now, let's dive into the back end of this setup. We have a web page with a Matterport component and a text area for scripting. The front end of this page is served by a Node-RED server. The server is connected to an Airtable database and Azure Cognitive Services. I personally love this setup. It's efficient, seamless, and leverages the best of what these platforms offer. The SAP component in our setup is directly connected to SAP Business Technology Platform. This provides real-time, seamless integration with SAP's suite of services. Now, let's see how all these components work together to create a unique, interactive metaverse experience. There are countless ways this technology can be utilized. Let's take a look at just 3 potential use cases. Firstly, in learning and development. Imagine a brand avatar showcasing a place and sharing knowledge. Picture a HR department using this tool to give prospective employees a virtual tour of the company. Secondly, in retail. Envision a brand avatar waiting for you in a virtual store, ready to assist with live shopping. What if you could even control the avatar using skeletal tracking with a webcam? Lastly, in healthcare. Think of a digital twin displaying sensor data or guiding patients through a hospital, explaining what will happen each step of the way. Remember, start small. Begin by producing a video, then scale up to a live event. The potential is immense, and we're only scratching the surface. Now, let's turn our attention to the technological opportunities. With Google's MediaPipe library, you can perform skeleton and face tracking with a simple webcam. This means you can embody an avatar for a period of live shopping and then leave it idle for the rest of the time. 3D engines like Pixatronics can display beautifully photorealistic objects in a web browser. They have numerous samples showcasing fabrics, jewels, and more. However, the big challenge lies in interoperability between large frameworks and metaverse platforms. For instance, as of 2023, it's still a daunting task to make an avatar move from point A to B to C. There is no standard, and you have to code everything from motion to animations. But remember, every challenge is an opportunity for innovation. And as we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, the future of the metaverse looks increasingly exciting. Now, let's bring this all together with 3 key takeaways. Firstly, start building your metaverse presence by constructing brand assets. This includes creating a place, an avatar, and a soul for your brand. And by soul, we mean a voice that's powered by intelligent language models like ChatGPT. Secondly, start small. Utilize smart services like Matterport, Ready Player Me, and Microsoft Cognitive Services. These tools can help you achieve quick wins and set a strong foundation for your metaverse journey. Lastly, be agile. The world of the metaverse is ripe for experimentation. Adopt a test-and-learn approach, start with video and then progress to live interaction. Connect and reuse APIs to streamline your processes and enhance your offerings. The metaverse is a brave new world, and it's ours to explore and shape. Thank you all for being a part of this journey.